Gurudev Prabhupada, Gurudev Prabhupada.
Yom Vishnupada Paramahamsa Privrachagacharya Ashtotra Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki. Yom Vishnupada Paramahamsa Privrachagacharya Ashtotra Shrimad Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasri Goswami Maharaj ki. नंद गौड़ी वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नवाचार्य दास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। निदाय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees. Guru Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavada Sevaya Bhagavadi Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavadi Naishtigi Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Nama Pangajanabhaya Nama Pangajamanine Nama Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajangre Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayade Girim Yatkrivātamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 16, the divine and demoniac natures. And today we will be discussing verses 11 to 16. So 11 and 12 together. Chintam aparimeyam cham pralayantam upashritaha kamo bhoga paramam edavadidi nishchidaha ashapasha shader baddhaha kama krodha parayanaha ihande kama bhogartam anyayenartha samchayan Chintam aparimeyam cha pralayantamupashritaha kamo bhoga paramam edavididi nishchidaha asha pasha shader baddhaha kama krodha parayanaha ihande kama bhogartam anyayanartha samchayan Chintam aparimeyam cha pralayantam upashritaha Kamo bhoga paramam idavadiri nishchidaha asha pasha shadeir baddhaha kama krodha parayanaha ihande kama bhogartam anyayenartha samchayan. Hare Krishna. Vaikri Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna. Okay, right. Right. Snigdha
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. It is sloka number
11 and 12. 16th chapter, 11 and 12.
Okay, Prabhuji. Actually, Prabhuji, I came to Puri.
Really? So you could see.
Yes, Prabhuji. Today only we reached.
Okay, so return Radha you'll be there for the time?
It is actually, Prabhuji, it is too rush. Now the line has came out with the morning we saw it is too rush. We planned that at night 10 o'clock we will go for darshan.
After coming the morning.
Yeah. We
So,
reached today morning.
okay. So that means almost 12 hours queue.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Too much.
Oh,
Seventh was that means 6 days or over. Still the rush is there.
yes. Actually, 2 days holidays are there, so we planned that we can go for darshan.
Nice thing. How many lakhs are there for the Yatra? How many lakhs of devotees? Any idea?
Prabhuji, the line is too long. It comes, means from Gundicha temple, Gundicha Mandir. It has come out, it crossed the bus stand and just we see in the morning. It crossed the bus stand and too far. So, and too rush. So we planned that we will go at night, 10 o'clock. That time little bit rush will not be there.
Right.
Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Jai Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chintam Parimeyang cha Pralayanta Anupasritaha Kamapo Bhoga Parama Etabaditi Nischitaha. Can I read the translation, Prabhuji?
Yeah, no, there's one more shloka is there. One more is there.
Yes,
Together.
it is 12.
Yes.
Yes.
11 and 12 together. Asha Pasha Shadai Badha.
आशापाश सतेर्बद्धा कामक्रोधोपरायणः इहन्ते कामभोगार्थ मन्यायेनार्थ
Anyayena Sanjay.
अन्याय अन्यायेऽर्थ संजयान्. Meaning,
Yes.
Chintam, anxiety, aparimeyam, endless, cha, and pralayantam, until death, upasritaha, taking refuge, kama upabhoga, gratification of desires, paramaha, the purpose of life, etavat, still, iti, thus, nischitaha, with complete assurance. Meaning, they are obsessed with endless anxiety that end only with death. Still, they maintain with complete assurance that gratification of desires and accumulation of wealth is the highest purpose of life. Sloka number 12. Asha Pasha, bondage of desires, Saitha, by hundreds, Badhaha, bound, Kama, lost, Krodha, anger, Parayan, dedicated to, Ihante, strive, Kama, lost, Bhogo, gratification of senses, Artham, for, Anayana, by unjust means, Artha, wealth, Sanchayan, to accumulate. Meaning, held in bondage by hundred of desires and driven by lust and anger, they strive to accumulate wealth by unjust means, all for the gratification of their senses. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Verse 13 to 15. 13, 14 and 15. Idamadhyamaya labdam imam prapse manoratham idamasti damaibe bhavishyadi punardhanam idamasti damabime bhavishyadi punardhanam asomaya hada shatru anishye chaparanabi ishroham aham bhogi siddhoham balavan sukhi आढ्यो अभिजनवानस्मि कोऽन्योऽसि सदृशो मया यक्षे दास्यास्मि दास्यामि मोदिष्या इत्यज्ञानविमोहिताः इदमद्य मया लब्धम् इमं प्राप्स्ये मनोरथम् इदमस्तीदमपि मे भविष्यति पुनर्धनम् असो मया हतः शत्रु अनिष्ये चापरानवी ईश्वरोऽहम् अहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी आढ्यो अभिजनवानस्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्या इत्यज्ञानविमोहिताः इदमद्य मया लब्धम् इमं प्राप्स्ये मनोरथम् इदमस्तीदमभि मे भविष्यति पुनर्धनम् असो मया हतः शत्रून् हनिष्ये चापरानपि ईश्वरोऽहम् अहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी आढ्यो अभिजवनानस्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्या इत्यज्ञानविमोहिताः। स्निग्धमाजी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इदमद्य मया लब्धम् इमं प्राप्स्ये मनोरथम् इदमस्तीदमपि मे भविष्यति पुनर्धनम् असो मया हतः शत्रुर्हनिष्ये च परानपि ईश्वरहम् भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी अद्योऽभिजनवनास्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्य इत्यज्ञानविमोहितः। Meaning, idam, this, adya, today, maya, by me, labdham, gained, imam, this, prapsye, I shall acquire, manaratham, desire, idam, this, asti, is, idam, this, api, also, me, mine, bhavishyati, in future, punaha, again, dhanam, wealth, asau, that, maya, by me, hataha, has been destroyed, satruha, enemy, hanishya, I shall destroy, cha, and, aparan, others, api, also, ishwaraha, God, aham, I, bhogi, the enjoyer, siddha, perfect, aham, I, balavan, powerful, sukhi, happy, adyaha, wealthy, abhijanavam, having highly placed relatives, asmi, me, kaha, who, anya, else, asti, is, sadrisha, like, maya, to me, yakshya, I shall perform sacrifice, dasyami, I shall give alms, modisye, I shall rejoice, iti, thus, agyanaha, ignorance, vimohitaha, deluded. Translation. The demonic person thinks, I have gained so much wealth today, and I shall now fulfill these desires of mine. This is mine, and tomorrow I shall have even more. That enemy has been destroyed by me, and I shall destroy the others too. I am like God Himself. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect. I am powerful, and I am happy. I am wealthy, and I have highly placed relatives. Who else is equal to me? I shall perform sacrifice. I shall give alms. I shall rejoice. In this way, they are deluded by ignorance. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right. Paganada. Anega chinda vibhranda mohajala samavrudaha prasaktaha kama bhogeshu padandi narageshu jo. Anega chitta vibhranda mohajala samavrudaha prasaktaha kama bodheshu padandi narageshu jo. Anega chitta vibhranda मोहजाला समावृताः प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च. Yes, Snigdhamaji. Bold. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate नमस्ते वासुदेवाय अनेक चित्त विभ्रांत मोहजाल समावृतः प्रसक्तः काम भोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च अनेक many चित्त imagining विभ्रांत led astray moho delusion jala mesh samavritah and involved prasaktah addicted kama bhogeshu gratification of senses pleasure patanti descendant narake to hell asocho morke. Translation: possessed and led astray by such imagining, involved in a mess of delusion and addicted to the gratification of sensuous pleasure, they descend to the murkish hell. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmeridam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamstam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaganvidam Sam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagalpade Gopesha Gopiga Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Taptaka Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadrubhescha Kripa Sindhuvi Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Avanda Prabhu ikkada okoro adu korkanda adu korkanda molkaro Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Nama Pankajanabhaya, Nama Pankajamarine, Nama Pankajanetaya, Namaste Pankajangre. Mugam Garodi Vajalam Pangam Langayadegirim Yatkapadamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, you could have more one or nay. Okay. Chindamaparimayam cham pralayandamubashidaha kamabo bhugoparmam idavadidi nishchidaha asha pashashaderbaddaha kamakrodhaparayanaha ihande kamabhogartam anyenayartha sanchayan. They believe that to gratify the senses unto the end of life is a prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, there is no end to their anxiety. Being bound by hundreds and thousands of desires, by lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means and legal means for sense gratification. So, Krishna is in detail describing the nature of the demonic persons from verse 7 up to verse 18, in 12 verses. So we have seen in verse 7 that the action, inaction, they don't know what is the correct action, what is inaction, what is dharma, what is adharma, what is cleanliness, what is proper behavior, and what is truth and what is not truth, what is false. And for truth, they have their own statements. They concoct their own versions of truth, which has nothing to do with the Vedas. The truth is always established in Vedas only, and anything not in tune with Vedic conclusions cannot be accepted as truth. So Vedas is a mother of all truths. And if you are concocting any idea against or not in tune with the Vedic injunctions and inscriptions, and then you are far away from truth. So in 8th verse, you have seen that so many wrong conclusions, absolutely wrong ideas entertained by this demonic nature, but they say asatyam apradishtam te jagat. In for the world, the universe, the world, you can say, the world, according to them, is not real and it doesn't have any foundation at all. As we know, the world is a product of Krishna's energy only. And Krishna, since Krishna is eternal, naturally his energies are also eternal. Okay. Although temporary, it is temporary, but it is not unreal. That is okay. That is what supported by. That is supported by our Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva. The world is real in the sense that it is a product or energy of Krishna. It is not eternal because it is always changing. The transformations are always changing, and transformation is going on a cycle of creation, maintenance, and destruction, that transformation of nature. So, but since this is a continuous process also, since this creation, maintenance, and destruction are coming in a cycle from time immemorial without any end. So that's why in 12th chapter, 15th chapter, Nadir Nanta. Nobody knows the beginning or the end. There's no beginning and there's no end also. So according to Madhvacharya, because of that also, you can say that the world is real. The first truth is that since it's an energy of Krishna, and since Krishna is real, and that should naturally be real also. Apradishtam, there is always a foundation for this, because it is moving in a systematic manner. It is always under the monitoring of Krishna. Maya deshna pragati suedecha characharam. So Pradishta is always there. Foundation is always there. Monitoring is always there. Aparaspara sambhudam. There is no cause and effect. There is no continuation. There is no interconnectivity that they claim. It's not so. There's always connectivity. There's also interconnectivity. One is a cause for an effect, and effect is a cause. What you can say is there is the cause is there, effect is there, and the effect then becomes the cause of the next cause. So there is always a chain. Like for example, from water you can see, from water there's a dam. From dam there is a transformer, and from transformer the electricity is generated, and electricity generated is going through these cables, and from cables it is coming to our houses, and from houses it is going to our connections. Like that way, there is always a cause and effect. There's a continuity is always there. And they say this only cause is lust only. So these are all absurd ideas concocted or made up by these demonic nature people. And because of that, because of having a wrong understanding, or it's a totally false understanding of truth, what happens? Edam drishtimastabhya, because having this, when they are relying on this kind of nonsense, nashtatmana, their soul is lost. The soul is lost. Either they don't have an understanding of, they refuse or they reject the soul, or if at all they are not rejecting it, they have wrong notions about it. They say there is only one soul. And that's all, it's everything. And so if you go on this way without a proper understanding, naturally you will be lost. And why this kind of this wrong understanding or this calamity is taking place? Why? Because of alpa buddhaya, because they are less intelligent. The intelligence is not very high. And because they are having these kind of things, they would have any hesitation in indulging in horrific activities, ugra karma, which is detrimental to the world. Jagada ahidaha. Jagada ahida. I mean, it is not good for the earth, the planet, the world. And kamamashritya dushpuram, always insatiable dust, always having insatiable lust. Then dambamana madanvidaha, we have discussed that. Moha grihitva asadgrahan, because of they are under illusion, they accept the temporary as eternal. The temporary is what? Asat. Asat is the body. Sat is the soul. Asat grihitva. Asat grihitva. Asat grahan. Sorry, is grihitva asat grahan. So non-permanent things, they are accepting non-permanent things as all in all. That means economic development, the sense objects for enjoyment. This is what you call asat grahan, impermanent things. Grahan also stands for crocodile also, which is very powerful. And when you are in this kind of consciousness, it is like a crocodile, very powerful crocodile, which you cannot come out of it. And they engage in H.G.Satyavrta, unclean habits. So next in these verses, Krishna says, Aparimeyam chintam. Chintam means not mere thoughts. Chinta means thoughts also, but in this context is fears and anxieties. Fears and anxieties. Why people always body consciousness? They're always under fear. Bhayam dvidiya abhinivesha syad. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Bhayam dvidiya abhinivesha syad. When you have abhinivesha, so much attraction for dvidiya, for the body, then naturally there is always a fear. Because what you are attracted to is temporary, and temporary can now be eternal. And because it is not eternal, what happens? There is always a fear of things coming to an end. So all your possessions, all your relatives, everything that you consider to be very close and very, very associated with, one day it's coming to an end, and you simply cannot protect it, nor can you be protected by these infallible soldiers. Fallible soldiers. Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, Shukadeva Goswami says all those relatives are compared to fallible soldiers. But you think that you are under secure protection of your great relatives, aristocratic, very powerful relatives all around you, and you think that you are very safe and secure. But these are simply fallible soldiers. So, because of that, you're always under tension, always fearful, anxious. You don't know what is going to happen next day, next morning, what will happen, we don't know. And padam vividam natesha. And this material world is so much with uncertainties, always danger at every step, that anything can happen to anybody at any point of time. Nothing we can do about this. We are simply helpless. And those who are Not devotees, they're always afraid of such situations. While devotees, whatever happens, they consider this as a blessing from Krishna. We have practical example of his. We have practical example of in here itself. We have practical example, living example. We are seeing it daily. Very, very hard tests. Even devotees will be very, very not able to cope up with that. But a pure devotee always taking very laughing, very happily. Whatever disasters that is happening. And disasters means from a point of material point of view. And for the devotee, there is no fear at all. There is no anxiety at all. But for the demonic nature, there is always anxiety. Aparimeya, immeasurable. And these anxieties are, it cannot be measured, cannot be quantified, cannot be limited. Always under stress and strain. Playantam, Playana, up to the end of the life. Up to end of the life, what they still entertain this view that kama bhoga, kama ubhabhoga parama. Kamo bhoga parama. Enjoyment is the ultimate. Sense enjoyment is ultimate. Idavidi nishidaha. They have determined that. Idavidi nishida. They are very firm on this. They are very firm on this, that the ultimate goal of life is to maximize your sense enjoyment, so that to that purpose, they try to increase their capacity to enjoy. Now, for enjoying this, you need capacity, sense capacity pertaining to senses. And they try to enhance it simply for the purpose of continuing this enjoyment. Till what? Pralayantam, up to death. I mean, they feel that although they have certain idea that somebody, still they feel that somehow or another time cannot touch them. They are unaware of the destructive qualities of time. Time waits for nobody. Time is always moving and destroying everything in its way. So every fine morning, every day is beginning. Life is cut in case of non-devotees. Their lifespan is reduced. For them, every time the sun rises, they are moving closer and closer to death. But still they have no idea. They have no recognition of the power of the time. Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 30th chapter, the first verse itself, it is stated that just like the clouds are unaware that they are being dragged by the wind, they are being blown by the wind to many destinations, that I can see that the clouds are moving, always moving by the force of air, but the clouds, they are unaware of this, that they are being moved. Same way, the demonic nature people, they do not understand that they are within the framework of the wheel of time. They are within that wheel of time. And one day, suddenly, the death will catch up with them. And Srila Prabhupada is quoting from his own personal, life, his personal, personally acquainted with him. His own experience, when he has seen one person, very rich man, begging the doctor to please extend my life for 4 more years because so many plans underway and I want to fulfill everything so that I can enjoy more. But time awaits for no one. Not a single person can prolong one's life even for a fraction of a second. A notice is there is no consideration of man's desire. Srila Prabhupada, very nice sentence. When the notice is there is no consideration of man's desire. You may desire whatever you want, but the notice is already served on you and it will not be withdrawn. The laws of nature do not allow a second beyond what one is destined to enjoy. So such is this, so Asha Pashe, because of the Asha Pasha Shadir Baddaha, hundreds and thousands of desires, one after another, unceasing flow of desires. Kama Krodha Parayanaha. Center point is always Kama and Krodha. Always center is Kama, and because of Kama, there is always a Krodha. When Kama is frustrated, there is always Krodha. And they're simply of victims, helpless victims of Kama and Krodha. And because to fulfill their desires, they need some resources, they need money. The demoniac people are always very anxious to accumulate as much money as possible. And they don't mind resorting to illegal means also. That Srimad Bhagavatam also says in the same chapter, it also says in the mentioned 11th verse that they have absolutely no problem in adopting to illegal means to acquire money. Or for what? Or for your sense gratification for you and for your family. Your family is your central attraction, and life with some family is your sense gratification. And for your family members, you are willing to do anything. But ultimately, the same family members whom you have been working, toiling hard for so many years, the same family members will ditch you when things go wrong, when you are being accused. So Krishna, Srila Prabhupada in the purport says, if there is a Bengali proverb which says that, for whom I have stolen, they accuse me as being thief. For whom I have stolen, they accuse me as a thief. So that is a paradox of ultimate sense gratification, having sense gratification as your ultimate goal in your life. So he feels that he's free to do anything for enjoyment, regardless of consequences. When a person is very sensible, he will always be aware of consequences. If I steal, definitely I'll be put in jail. But these people, they don't have any consideration of consequences. Their only interest is to accumulate more and more and more, any which way. So that is more elaborated in next 3 verses. Krishna says, Idamadhyamaya labdam imam prapsye manoratham. According to my desires, I have accumulated this much. Idamasti idamabhime. These are my assets. I have acquired this much assets over so many number of years. My assets are now worth about 200 crores. So I am in this the list of the world's 10 richest men in the world. So every year you'll find these people are, the richest persons in the world. Number 1 is so and so. His total assets is, let's say, 13,000 crores. or 20,000 crores or 1 lakh crore. So many, runs in billions. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, so many lists you say. Or you can say Forbes 500%, the top 500 also. Everyone is in billions. So they will say, Idamasti, this is my assets. Bhavishyati punardhanam. Next year, I will improve on that. So next year's list, you will find that number 3 is going up to number 1 because he is now acquiring more in this year. So there is always competition. And when there is a competition, when you feel that somebody is obstructing your acquisition of assets, acquisition of money, accumulation, and acquisition and accumulation, then what? Asomaya hada shatru. He is my enemy. Anyone who is against my plans, against my desires, against my, who is creating problems, then he is my enemy and he should be removed. I'll kill him. Asomaya hada shatru hanishye chaparnapi. I'll kill the next one also. He has no comes. You kill one, then you kill next man, the next man. And after killing so many people, then killing becomes an habit. And these demonic people say that, okay, you can be hanged for only once. If you kill one person or you kill 10 persons, you cannot be hanged for 10 times. You can be hanged only for once. So that way, they have no qualms at all in removing anyone who is in the way, who is obstructing their progress. And then he feels that he's become very powerful. He says that there is no God at all. If at all you want to worship anyone, you worship me. I am God. Like Hiranyakashipu was proclaiming loudly that there's only one God, that is me. You worship me only. Prahlad Maharaj said, no, sorry, Father, you are not God. Krishna is God. But demonic people always claim that they are God. And they demand respect and worship from others. Because I am God, I am enjoyer. Siddhoham, I am perfect. I am strong and I'm enjoying. Who else is there? I am Adya. I'm taken birth in a very aristocratic family. Abhi Janavanasmi. All my relatives are equally aristocratic, very powerful. I'm surrounded by so many strong relatives. So can you point out anyone who is similar to me, as good as me? Nobody is there. Nobody is there. Nobody is equal to me. I am the most strong, powerful person in the whole world. And since I am very strong, sometimes I feel like doing some yajnas. I give some charity also. And all those things I'll do. So these are all based on what? Idi ajnana vimohidaha. Deluded by ignorance. These persons are deluded ignorance. Ajnana vimohidaha. But are they really happy? He says in that in last it is Balawan Ham Sukhi, Siddho Ham Balawan Sukhi. I am Sukhi, I am very happy. But is he really happy? Not so. Not at all. Because the next verse Krishna says, Anega Chitta Vibhranda Mohajala Samavradaha Prasaktaha Kama Bhogeshu Padandi Narageshu Cho. So perplexed by various network of anxieties, illusions, etc., which become too strong for him. he cannot come out of this illusion. He cannot stop these anxieties. He cannot stop this bewilderment. He is in a helpless situation, just like a fish, which is very helpless when it is inside a net. Of a fisherman. The fish has got no hope at all to come out of his net, which is very strong ropes. Just like that, the gunas, actually everything is based on gunas. Gunas are so strong. So Brahma Maharaj says, these gunas are like very strong ropes which tie you up. And these gunas are now acting as ignorance, bewilderment, delusion, illusion, anxiety, perplexity. Naturally, it's a very pathetic situation for them. It's very pathetic. And why all this come out? Because of jnana, jnana vimohidaha. Now, a person is placed in a comfortable position. He is born in a good family. He has good education, Vedic knowledge. He has got very good, handsome looks. He has got a lot of wealth, accumulated a lot of wealth. According to Vedas, this is so because of karma only. Because he has done some karma favorable for him to enjoy all these things, he has been placed in such a position. But a person, demonic person, he thinks that all these assets are because of his ability only. Because he cannot perceive any direct relationship with karma. So we can understand this demonic nature. Their thinking, their siddhanta is always based on perception and anumana, pratyaksha anumana. So he feels that what I have done, I have done this. I have through my ability only, I have acquired everything. So that is pratyaksha for him. And from pratyaksha, he is developing some connections, logic, rational. He will not accept Shruti, which says that because of good karma executed, because of karma effect only you are enjoying this, he will not accept. So you can see the evidences, the 10 evidences, Pratyaksha, Anumana, Shruti, Shabda. Like that, there are 10 evidences there. And the Suras, the people with divine nature, they always accept Shabda only as evidence. While demonic people, they are basically inclined to accept Pratyaksha and Anumana. From Pratyaksha and Anumana, they have concocted so many wrong asatyas, wrong notions, so wrong siddhantas. Based on that, they have started their lifestyle living. So he does not accept that there is an arrangement behind this. There is a fundamental. The pradishta is there is always an arrangement. Everything works as per arrangement only. He declines or rejects this kind of thing. So this is all based on ajnana only. So everything is based on ajnana. So now this person is called Aneka Chitta Vibhranta Mohajara Samavrataha. Then what? Prasaktaha Kamavogeshu Yadandi Narayashuchi. And being again strongly attached to sense enjoyment, he falls down to hell, hellish conditions. But these persons, their propensity to enjoy is so much that even hellish condition also, the hellish condition becomes enjoyable to them. Srimad Bhagavatam again saying the same thing, that any condition under which the living entity is, he feels that is very relishable. Like you have seen the hogs and pigs living in dirty places, filled with dirty things, and still they are enjoying this. So ultimately, these people fall down to hellish conditions. They can't fall down. And next two verses, again, Krishna will describe further their nature, and the result, what is the consequence of that will also be described. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Right. Siddhamaji, any clarification need?
Yes, Prabhuji. Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Praladadayine, Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha, Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha, Silatankanakhalai, Ito Narsinho Parato Narsinho, Yato yato yami tato Narsinho, Mahir Narsinha Hridaye Narsinha, Narsinha Madi Sharanam Prapade, Tabakara Kamala Bare, Natha Adbhuta Srungam, Dalita Hiranyakasipu, Tanu Brungam, Kesabadrita Narahari Rupa, Jaya Jagadis Hare, Jaya Jagadis Hare, Jaya Jagadis Hare, Jaya Narsinha Dev, Jaya Narsinha Dev, Jaya Narsinha Dev, Jaya Narsinha Dev, Jaya Naro Hari, Jaya Naro Hari, Jaya Naro Hari, Jaya Naro Hari, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha. Om Ugram Veera Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narsingham Vishanam Bhadram Mrityu Namamyaham. Om Ugram Veera Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narsingham Vishanam Bhadram Mrityu Namamyaham. Om Ugram Veera Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narsingham Vishanam Bhadram Mrityu Namamyaham. Sri Narsingham Narsingham Jai Jai Sri Narsingham Prahlade Sajaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Sri Narsingham Jai Narsingham Jai Jai Sri Narsingham Prahlade Sajaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Sarva Vigna Vinasaka Narsingham Bhagavan ki Jai.